Hello all. Today I'm going to actually repot this Paphiopedilum, which is supposed to have been reported I think I was about to report it together with the others, which were growing quite nicely last year. So this had been reported last time, 2019, but I don't know, I just because it wasn't growing or anything, I just put it into a little bit cooler but bright place and then brought it back here, and now I can see that it actually has a new growth there. So this is the niveum or niveum, whichever way you want to pronounce it, and it's really needing a repot because this media is quite old. But yeah, I wasn't sure was it going to actually push out any new growth from there. If you look at there, so apparently it did. So this media is a bit off, but I had to put a little bit, I think it was some sort of calcium thing into it. But yeah, it smells really badly mushroomy. And as you can see, the new growth has had to push out through the old leaf, so it fell off. Okay, I don't like this pot. I actually want to put it into a see-through pot to actually see the progress of the roots and how they are doing. So let me clean this up and I'll get back to you when I'm finished with this and bring all the things back. Just a second. So here we are, and I think it's got fairly good root system. And let's see which one of the pots I'm going to put it in. This I think will be pushing it too high, and it's really airy. So I think I would go with this one. Yeah, because if you think about it, I can actually put a little bit media under it, even though it looks like it's way too big. But if I put a little bit more of the bigger bark there as a mixture, so I might actually go and fetch the bigger bark here, because now I have the seedlings grade, which is for the Paphiopedilums, and then I have the small grade pumice. But let me get bigger bark. Now then, I'm recording again. So I'll try to fit it here. I think this is quite well. And anyway, the mixing with the bark and media, it's not working that well with this long strand moss. So I'll try to it's like So this is the seaweed lime, which I got from Akerne. It was a few years ago. So I've been using it to the Paphiopedilum and Paphiopedilum, so the one that I have, the frag. So I'm going to rinse this into the media. Time to time I'm actually adding it into the media, and I do know it looks a little bit bigger pot than it's supposed to be, but I did put quite a lot of bigger bark inside of it, as you can see, and you did see that it had like the roots were like going all around, and I know that when they are actually growing, they are pushing themselves upwards, so it's easier when you have actually the ability to move around. If this would have been a little bit higher pot, I would have used it. But let's see if this is too wet or it's not looking good or drying out that fast. I'm going to change the media, but I have the similar situation with the others, which I have, the Paphiopedilums, and they are fairly happy in that sort of media, and especially when I put it into this bigger size of bark, so they are not complaining, or they are flourishing. You have seen my bigger Paphiopedilums, but yeah. So this was short report. I think I combine this together with the Orchid things haul. Don't remember what they are called, but yeah, I bought some stuff for this spring, for example this new sphagnum moss, so I actually need that quite a lot, so I just bought myself a few. But yeah, thanks for watching, let's get on with the haul. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit like collection of different videos that I'm doing, or well, recording. So this is the first one. So I'm preparing myself for the spring, and that's why I'm ordering stuff which I can during the winter time. So here it is, huge box of goodies for the orchids. So let's see. So I'm going to continue with the opening, and you'll get to see what's inside. Hold on a sec. So here we are. So the first thing first, I wanted to try some new pots. Unfortunately, I'm not able to actually get them off. Oh yeah, now it's moving. They are really cold for obvious reasons. I think it's now only 10 degrees, it's minus 10 degrees outside. So I bought these slit pots. Wanted to try something new, and they had these, so I bought like a bunch of them. These are quite small. I think these were like 9 centimeters diameter. Oh yeah, and this was from Röllke. So, and hi all. I'm too excited. I got a package. So let's go get on with this one. So you can guess that these are for my cattleyas. So I think these were like 15 centimeters diameter. I tried, well, I cannot tell what is good for what, so I bought like 1 or 2 of certain size. As you can see, I think this was like 21 centimeters diameters. I think that's the biggest one, yeah, that you can actually get. And then you have to actually go with the black pots or something similar. So because I don't yet know how to actually, what sort of potting media is great for the cattleyas in my environment. So that's why I need to have these bigger pots. Later on, when I get to know them better, I can actually say that, okay, I'm going to use this thing, but for the time being, these pots are for that reason. Sorry about the flicking of the light. I'm unable to fix that. Okay, I have to dive in a little bit deeper next. But before that, so I was quite happy with their premium orchid bark, which is, it was kiwi bark. So I bought it 6 liters packages, different sizes. I think all the sizes that I could actually find in their shops this time. So I have a huge amount of bark here as well. Hold on a sec. So these are the next ones which I got out of it. I bought these smaller size pots. I think I bought like 10 of them or something. There wasn't those really small ones, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to get them. But then I bought again these slit pots, as you can see. So these are for the seedlings, and I wanted to try these out. I'm sure some are bigger, some are smaller in future, so I have lots of time to actually grow them out, grow them on. And here are some, were they 6? I think these were 6 centimeters. So more pots. And while I was at it, I bought 2 of these. These are because of the the thrips. So hold on a sec. So these are again the pyrethrin or pyrethine, or I'm not sure what it's in English. But if you can actually read German, you're able to see what it says in there. That part. So I bought these ones because I want to poison all my plants, or treat all my plants actually. So this is for all these rooms, so I'm able to actually treat everything in a one go, and then I can repeat the treatment so that all the plants in my apartment are getting this treatment. So I'm getting rid of the thrips. And the good part is, I think there is like oil in this as well, so it's not just the chemical ingredient which is poisoning the thrips. There is actually something which is suffocating them if they are immune to this pyrethrin, or I'm not sure what's in English, but hopefully something like that. More bark. Yay! Oh, sorry. So I really needed the bark. I'm waiting for the spring, so I really need the bark. Here's the next one. So I bought this bigger grade bark, a bit bigger packages, because that's something which I'm missing. So there's different sizes, and I think I bought like double on the biggest ones, because I repotted 3 bigger phalaenopsises, and the 3 liters wasn't enough. So okay, we're down here. So I was running out of the battery, so I had to plug this in. So let's see. I also bought this pine bark, the smaller size, and that's the 3 liters. I might have, I was sure I actually bought it like the 6 liters, but never mind. I still have some of them left. Yeah, and I bought 2 of these, so I have like enough spray material. And of course I needed some sphagnum moss. So I took 3 of these. Hopefully I'm able to get them last until summer. Hopefully, let's see. And then I needed a new place to put my chicory in because it's getting really big, and the pot that I bought for it was way too small. So this should have the deepness for the roots and also the width to actually fill up all the crevices. So yeah. Whew. So that was it. Okay, let's take group picture. Just a second. Okay, there they are. I think it was a good haul of orchid things. At least this helps me keep going on until the springtime. I think I'm done most of the... Oh, sorry. It was a little bit like... Yeah, I need to catch my breath. But anyway, I think I have done most of the repottings. I know that I have to repot the Dragon King because I didn't have a big enough pot for it last fall spring when I bought it. So I knew that I have to repot it next year when the new growth start this spring. But the thing is, it's like I don't mind it because I wasn't sure what sort of mixture of material I should use with it, and I think the bigger bark is not that ideal in my environment. So that is why I'm going to mix a little bit like smaller bark and bigger bark in order to make it like a fuller, and maybe put a little bit of strand of moss, which is like wicking the water up because of the, yeah, you know, the bark, it's not wicking at all. So that should be okay. And I also have pots ready for my seedlings if they decide to actually burst into growth. I'm not running out of the pots, so at least like this spring. I don't know what I'm going to buy next year. Oh my gosh, you should see my list of things that I'm going to buy next year because it's yeah, I think it's for the next 3 years or so. There's like huge amount of orchids, but I've been really good at killing them. so I might get like this room to actually fit all. But yeah. Okay, this was the things. I think I'll add this to some other video I'm going to make later on this year. Okay, bye for now.